So now talking about the India-New Zealand final. New Zealand scored 360 plus runs on the lower wicket, and I think almost very easily single one-sided match between South
Hmm.
Africa and New Zealand. I was expecting more from South Africa. Actually, I felt they had a very good chance, but South Africa being South Africa, एक नॉकआउट मैच में
Exactly.
आके उनका
Exactly.
हारना कोई बहुत बड़ी
नहीं,
बात नहीं है.
अरे it
तो
it
अभी
was
क्या
more
लग रहा
first.
है सबको कि नाउ दैट न्यूजीलैंड इज कमिंग बैक टू दुबई एंड लाइक वी सेड दैट न्यूजीलैंड इंडिया के लिए तो सारे मैचेस एक ही वेन्यू पे हुए हैं, बट अभी न्यूजीलैंड को भी पता है कि दुबई में क्या करना है. आई एम श्योर दे वुड हैव टेकन देयर लेसन्स फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस मैच.
I think देखो
व्हाट
ये
डू यू
है
गाइस
कि
थिंक व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इन द फाइनल?
honestly, if you ask me, this one I can't predict. I mean, on form, India should be ahead, but New Zealand is a bit of a bogey team for India in Champions Trophy and in ICC knockout events. So wouldn't take a flyer on this one, considering they scored 360 in last game. But one thing is clear: whoever bats first has to score 300 at the very least to have a chance. 260, 270 is
Also
just
depends
not.
on the pitch, right? Like for example, the previous game, India scored 250, and that was enough on that pitch. But then Australia scored 260, and I think that was a fresh pitch. The match was not
Yeah,
played on that pitch,
correct,
and
correct.
260 fell short. 265 fell short.
Right. I mean, you could have a situation that you get 260, 270, and the other team doesn't play well. It's not properly stocked, or you do very well in bowling. But to have on an average day, you, I think, need to have 300 to have a good chance of winning. I mean, whatever 250, 260 used to be a hygiene factor in Dubai earlier. I think it's 300 now. You need to have 300 at least, at the very least, to be having a chance to win. I think,
देखो मेरा
and
दिल
I
तो
think
कह
in
रहा है
terms.
कि इंडिया इंडिया जीतेगा
Hmm,
इजीली,
hmm.
और दिमाग कह रहा है कि इंडिया जीतेगा डिफिकल्टी से.
हाँ, ये दिमाग में यही सही है। इंडिया जीतेगा लेकिन डिफिकल्ट, इट बी मस्ट एवर
क्योंकि
टफर देन
क्योंकि
प्लेइंग ऑस्ट्रेलिया।
एक चीज और जो मुझे लग रहा है कि न्यूजीलैंड हैज प्लेड इंडिया अर्लियर इन द सीरीज,
हाँ,
and
हाँ,
and they know the strengths of India, and they must have also gone back and realized where they made mistakes, right?
हम्म,
So they will definitely work on those things and come back a stronger team, also on the back of the confidence that they must have gained in the semi-final. So they will be a better team than the one India faced in league stages, right? So it is going to be a tougher match. But then again, like we said, given the stronger team that we have, it probably is going to be India winning this trophy.
Any changes in the 11 that you foresee from any of the sides?
नहीं, not this one, I don't think so.
Given
I
how
don't.
Rahul has performed, I don't think
He's
any
back.
changes.
Yeah, no
He's back in the game.
changes.
And given how New Zealand has performed in the second semi-final, I don't think they would want to mess with that setup.
No, no, I don't think so. I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
fair, fair, fair. Because आई थिंक उनका भी वो कॉम्बिनेशन बहुत सही बैठ रहा है कि they
hmm,
have a Sangna, then they have a Glenn Phillips, they have a Rachin
I'm
correct,
Ravindra,
correct.
Yeah,
they
You
have a
actually got
from
Brave.
it. You got it
India's
absolutely right,
perspective.
Pratik. Uh, नहीं नहीं, please,
No,
please.
no, no. I was just saying that I'm just worried about Hardik Pandya because in the last match, before hitting those two sixes, he had injured his uh, foot. I
Knee,
think,
yes.
I think, or
Sorry, the
ankle.
ankle,
I don't know.
ankle. Correct,
And
ankle.
though it has been few days of rest, I hope that
Hmm.
it's back in shape now
There is
because he is very
nothing
critical.
major reported there as of now. And
Yeah,
yeah, Hardik Pandya is very, very important for India in the limited overs format because, वो है तो बैलेंस है कि हमें एक और पेसर ड्रॉप करके एक चौथा स्पिनर खिलाने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं, अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं.
correct,
And that
correct.
chotha spinner when Varun Chakravarti came in the previous game against New Zealand only, we saw the kind of impact he had,
Yes.
right? So, so what do you think? Will Varun Chakravarti, because we are talking about him, get those many wickets, or be able to make that kind of an impact in the final also, considering that now New Zealand would also have done homework against him and will try to negotiate him better.
Yes,
That
that's
is
right.
correct. Even
Even I feel that maybe a fiver for Varun Chakravarti is not on the cards in the final. I
correct.
like to be proved wrong, but
Uh,
but I'm sure if in bowling, I think probably Shami will be the one who will who will do what we need to be done.
मेरे मेरे जबान से लफ्ज लफ्ज छीन लिए तुमने गौरव, मैं भी शायद
correct.
यही कहने वाला।
Uh, but
Correct,
I think
correct.
my 2 pence here is that if God forbid Hardik Pandya is injured and not in a position to play, then in that case, my preference would be that Rishabh Pant comes in as a batsman and I will play another pacer in place of one of the four spinners. That is what I would do in this
But
case.
Anubhav, we don't
That
take
was
two
only
pence.
forced to
It
do.
has to be at least 1 cent.
For the toss.
In that case, in that unfortunate case, that is what we will be forced to do, because then Rishabh Pant is the only specialist batsman we have in the 15. Unless
And
you
that,
go for Washington Sundar, but you can't play five spinners and one pacer, right? So
correct.
वो थोड़ा सा इश्यू आ सकता है, गॉड फॉरबिड, मतलब मैं चाहता हूँ इश्यू ना आए, बट वही हो जाता है कि फिर बॉलिंग ऑप्शन हमारे पास पांच ही रह जाते हैं, एंड देन इफ वन ऑफ देम इज हैविंग एन ऑफ डे, ही स्टिल हैज टू बोल 10 overs.
Correct.
नहीं नहीं,
So, I
आई
mean, I
थिंक
pray.
जो जिस टीम ने हमें पिछले 3 मैचेस जिताए हैं,
Correct.
फाइनल में उसके साथ
हाँ,
कोई भी तरह की छेड़खानी करना ठीक नहीं है.
नहीं
नहीं
करनी
नहीं
चाहिए.
no, no, I mean, in case, unless it's an injury and force change, otherwise, no need to change it. Absolutely. No question about it.
Correct, correct. Good. So let's see where it goes.
Let's let's wish all the best to the Indian team,
Yeah.
and
And
let's really hope that this time they are able to, cross the line and get the trophy back home.
yeah,
Yes,
I
and
think in a lot of way,
that'll be an undefeated win.
the law of averages is
Looking at a
finally
stat
being.
somewhere in the recent ICC tournaments,
Hmm.
that is white ball tournaments, Rohit Sharma has won some 22 out of 23 matches that he's captained India in.
Correct, correct. I was also reading
Hmm.
this somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, because the 50 over World Cup was a continuous winning streak till the final. And
Hmm.
even we didn't lose a match in the T20 World Cup recently. And we won
Right,
the
Right.
World Cup.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
And
that's
correct,
again,
correct.
we lost a match till now in this trophy as well. So let's hope that if it has to be, then he loses the toss, but we get the match.
uh,
Yes.
it's almost like actually you almost feel like playing New Zealand is like playing the clone of the Indian team. Same four spinners, part-time all-rounders. You've got Kane
Yeah.
Williamson in Virat Kohli's place. I mean, it's very similar to the Indian team only.
And the problem is that these Kiwis are so good that you don't even feel bad. I mean, you feel actually bad about bad mouthing
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
You don't feel bad.
yeah.
You feel bad criticizing them actually.
But
And also, like, when it's New Zealand, you know for sure that they're going to, uh, like, if you're chasing a 250, then against New Zealand you're chasing a 270, 280, because sheerly because of the fielding. You
yeah,
know
Correct.
that they're going to pull off a blinder in the field somewhere. They're going to stop runs. So that is one thing. I think one thing that India hasn't been able to get right or needs to work around in this tournament is that their catching has been poor. Every match they've dropped like that one or two catches.
mhm,
Even against New Zealand, they dropped a few catches. Even Head was a batsman like Head was dropped right at the beginning of the previous match. So I just hope that किसी तरह कैचिंग अपनी सही हो जाए और हम मौका बना ले, ये नहीं कि मौका जाने दे, बिकॉज वो तो नहीं जाने देंगे.
correct. But
बिल्कुल सही.
I don't feel that degree of mercy for New Zealand, considering what they did to India in India recently. So I too want to crush them completely.
Yeah, I agree. If you think about that
More
series,
than
then
New
you
Zealand
definitely want to
doing,
do.
more than New Zealand doing or inflicting that
Uh,
3-0 whitewash, I think India had themselves to blame, right?
Uh, yes, I mean, true. Players out of form, bad selections, everything. I mean, but
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. But nonetheless, right now, let's it's a white ball cricket and it's in Dubai, and let's just wish Team India all the very best for this.
yeah,
All the best, and all the best, and
yep.
hope
All
when
the
we meet on Sunday, we are in equally good mood.
right, right.
Yeah,
Done.
Good.
good.
See you guys. See you guys on
See
Sunday
you
then. Bye.
Sunday.
See you. See you. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.